Here we're going to talk about how we identify the quality of a triad, whether it's major, minor, diminished, or augmented. So once I know that I have a triad, and a triad again is a root, a third, and a fifth. So above the root I have a third and a fifth, and that's for all of these. So these are all based on C. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what is in the key of C major. And I either know that C major has no sharps and no flats in it, or I can consult with my circle of fifths and I'll come to the conclusion that there are no sharps and no flats in the key of C. If our third and our fifth both fit within the C major scale or within that key signature of C major, if both those notes are in the key of the root, then this is a major triad. Okay? If the third of the root, third and fifth is lowered, more flat, if it's supposed to be sharp but it's natural, or it's supposed to be natural but it's flat, if that third is lowered, this is the minor triad. If we have a lowered third and a lowered fifth, in this case E flat and G flat, this is the diminished triad. And then compared to the major, if we have a raised fifth, this is the augmented triad. Okay? So you find the root for any of these. You're going to find what's in the root, or what's the key of the root, and then you're going to determine how the rest of the notes relate. If it fits within that key, then it's major. If the third is lowered, it's minor. If the third and the fifth are lowered, it's diminished. And if the fifth is raised, it is augmented. Let's build that in another key. So let's say I'm gonna make a triad based on E. Okay, so I have the root, third, and the fifth, which is E, G, and B. I figure out what's in the key of E major, and I can either use the circle of fifths or another method, but in the key of E major I need an F sharp, a C sharp, a G sharp, and a D sharp. Okay, so in order to make that major, I have to make sure that F, C, G, and D are sharped in the key. So for this triad, that's going to be my major triad, E, G sharp, and B. Okay, so what I'm going to do to make it a minor triad is that I'm going to lower the third. So instead of G sharp, it's going to be G natural. And for diminished, we have G natural and B flat. And for augmented, I'm going to raise the fifth, so I'm going to have a B sharp and a G sharp, because I need a major third and then a raised fifth. Okay, so once again, a major triad, all the third and the fifth fit in the root, in the key of the root. A minor triad has a lowered third, a diminished triad has a lowered third and a lowered fifth, and an augmented triad has a major third, same as major, and then a raised fifth.